Hi, welcome to this meeting about the largest hackathon ever done on OpenEDX. Thanks for coming and hearing about us. That's what we'll do. We'll detail about the story, about what happened, why we did it, how things happened, and give you a bit of details and tips for organizing your own hackathon. My name is Laurent David. I am the product owner of France Université Numérique, which is the biggest French MOOC platform based on edX. We have about 1 million registered users, about 200 courses, and many universities on board. So about 50, I think, and it's counting and up. And Philippe?
And I'm Philippe. I'm from IONISx. Yes, we say that in English, IONISx. Basically the largest private sector higher education group. We have 20 schools, 23,000 undergraduates and graduates combined. And we're so happy to co-organize this event with Fund, with guys at Fund. The basic idea behind that hackathon, the inception of the idea came up with almost at the same time last year during the first Open edX Con. We had that same vision with Beth Porter, and Olivier Luganvic, guys from Fun, saying, yeah, we need. Why do we need that? We need more features. We need more contributions. We have many people saying, okay, edX is great, but still lacks a lot of that feature, this one and another one. And basically speaking, it was only a matter of time. So the more devs we had, the more edX would be up to date. So basically, it was kind of a natural meeting point between our three organizations. One is IONISx in France has the largest developer base as in terms of students. We have over 7,000 let's say code writing major students. That's the largest one in France. Then we had Fun, that is with no competition, the largest MOOC platform in France. So they have the traffic, they have the people, the visibility, and of course edX. I just wrote like the original. It's edX guys, and products comes from edX, and they were part of that product. That's what Ned Bachelor mentioned this morning. It's so important that we work together on those subjects. So Laurent is going to describe to you how actually we did it.
As every kind of type of event like this, you need to have partners and sponsors. You cannot do it by yourself. I mean, we have been lucky to have had the support of edX. That's one thing that we had for granted. But from that, we had to look for people that we could work with to organize this event. We had to do quite a lot of communication, and we'll detail that on the next few slides. In terms of partners and sponsors, let me go quickly through them. You had people, you had organizations that could provide time, in fact, people on time to help us with. One was Panthéon-Sorbonne, who provide us with quite a lot of people just to do the communication and all that. I mean, it was we are very grateful for the opening evening, for example. Etna provided the venues, and CEU the same. INRIA, Epitech, Epitech is part of IONISx, and a lot of different people, different organizations who brought some just time or money really in. So that was part of the inception and the reality of the organization there. We used different ways of communication before, while we were doing the hackathon and after. Slack was our best pick in the hackathon itself to organize it, to make sure the people were talking together. Bear in mind that we were on different sites. It was very important. For that, we used Google Hangout. That was important too, to be able to make some adjustment to our planning sometimes and talk to people and contact them. And yes, definitely the tweeting, all the social network that was in place before, while we were doing the hackathon and after that. But we don't need to forget a lot of effort has also been made into developing a website. So to make people aware of what was the event about, what were the projects about and things like this before the hackathon. So yeah, that you can still see what has been done there. A lot of information is there. So
we also had the honor to have guest stars. I just mentioned them. There was at least 6 of them. Actually, edX crew coming coming to Paris, actually helping the attendees to solve their problem and answer their challenges. I'm sure you know most of them. What was interesting is that aftermath, when we looked at the different titles, they are all leaders of their own thing. So whether it's data, whether it's community, whether it's mobile, design, DevOps, or even product. So there were most leaders. We added, because it's not like edX has to do everything, we added 19 different OpenEdX community experts, so-called experts, being committers from OpenCraft. Of course, Fun was there, IONISx were there. So we basically had a team of 25 to kind of animate the hackathon. So what did we get? When we mix everything up with the communication tools, with the different venues, with the different experts, here is what we got. It was the very first hackathon nationwide. It was simultaneously running through 8 cities. So we heavily used the tools that Laurent mentioned, Slack, Google Hangout. Basically, even within the room, there are different attendees that were like 800 kilometers apart. That's 600 miles or something, yeah, right. So we were spread around 8 different cities, major cities. That was 180 attendees. So that's coders, designers, coming all together to work on some projects. In the end, we got a lot of projects. 13 of them were presentable in a way. So they pitched that in front of the jury. And among those 13, 7 were shortlisted for a final pitch, a 1-minute pitch, which is quite short. And among those, there is one winning team that basically in a day and a half wrote a feature that we most are expecting or hoping to have. That is the in-video quizzes, being like you play video and you're able to pause the video automatically and ask questions. And depending on the answer, you decide where to go. So that was developed, and here you have a URL. I'm going to post that on SlideShare somewhere. So you have also the listing of the other projects that were developed. We had some mobile stuff, some design, quite some interesting thing within 2 days. So to finish that first part of the presentation, after we're going to give we're going to let the winning team to present their project in depth. We have 2 videos to show you. One is the lunch ceremony that was in Paris 1, and then a quick footage of how the hackathon went. The first one is in French, sorry, but Laurent will translate it to you live.
Yeah,
Right?
I will put the subtitle where they are not. Oops, sorry. Okay. That's Catherine Mangenet. To create dynamics around edX.
L'intelligence vit en contact des autres. On a voulu des thématiques extrêmement larges.
Wide thematics.
Énormément de participants.
Lot of subjects.
C'est aussi très fertile pour les gens qui peuvent voir des méthodes de travail auxquelles ils ne sont pas habitués.
So it's,
But we like to drink.
yeah.
Je me réjouis que le numérique devienne
Head of Paris
une
1.
transformation majeure dans l'enseignement supérieur et la recherche.
We know that we're not the only experts in the world in education, and we want to welcome others to participate and to allow many different ideas to bloom.
Okay, and very quickly, a very short footage. It's subtitled.
Le hackathon, ça vient du terme hack, donc de challenger le statu quo, et le mot marathon, on passe 48 heures à courir vers un même objectif.
People are here at the Hackathon because they're motivated by how to use technology to teach and to learn more effectively.
J'ai vu des projets très intéressants techniquement, compliqués, et qui sont réalisés, mais j'ai vu des gens qui en fait n'étaient pas forcément très techniques, qui se sont mis à faire des choses assez avancées.
Il y a une bonne activité, une bonne énergie, il y a une bonne dynamique entre les experts et les gens voilà, qui peuvent nous aider, IONISx, de fonctionnaires numériques, Dailymotion aussi, et edX évidemment, avec les participants.
This is the first time that I've been part of a hackathon where people are actually participating online from other locations. And it's really interesting actually because you can see conversations happening both in person and over chat. People helping each other out in various different ways.
They're motivated by their ability to either write code or think about what the kinds of products are that you might be able to create or features.
Donc ce serait en fait de mettre un bouton accessible directement dans la vidéo et dire où je veux regarder la vidéo. Ou alors en cliquant sur un bouton, j'ai le son.
Maintenant, quand quelqu'un s'est connecté sur edX, il a un ballon qui dit vous avez des contenus à réaliser. Il clique et il a exactement les questions pour faciliter sa révision. Donc, ça met la révision sur 20% de plus et surtout il passe 4 fois moins de temps à réviser.
On a commencé à développer, dans un premier temps, à appréhender le code de la plateforme pour pouvoir proposer une interaction au niveau des vidéos dans OpenEdX.
Bravo à Gutenberg et Bruxelles, ce groupe européen qui, par leur collaboration, ont réussi à développer des quiz dans les vidéos. Cette fonction tant attendue par les apprenants OpenEdX.
Okay, so now, okay. Oh, so we're going to see this one afterward. No, it's okay. So Eli is part of the winning team that got the thing. No.
So while that's actually the kind of technical problem that you can have in a hackathon. She was remote, Google Hangout and finalist. So yeah.
Okay. So hi everyone. So I'm the only guy who is for a winning team. So three others are not yet not here. So I represent the whole team. No, stay there. Right. So about me, I'm not. I don't really know OpenEdX since before I came to this hackathon. I work at Gutenberg technology. It's a platform which help people to bring all their publishing, all their content, which is on paper, and we help to bring them to smartphone and tablet. So we are also in education, but didn't do edX before this. As for me, I'm did a lot of hackathon yet. So I like the hackathon ambience, but I don't knew edX first. It was the first. So nowadays there's a lot of things all around us. It means before you can read all your content and learn. But nowadays you also have every screen. You got computers. You got. There's also some Apple Watch. You got your tablet. You got also kind of thing all around you, and there's always notification. It means you got a message. You got something here. You got so it's difficult to learn that way. So and your brain is adapting. So it means you are bringing new connection. It means you are able to make some multitasking, but it's more difficult to focus on something. If you want to focus, you have to. If you want to balance this kind of all interaction all around you, you have to bring something which is more strong than simple text or image. You have to bring something. So if you read something, that's fine. If you hear the same thing, it's better in terms of comprehension. If you can hear and see, it's even better. And if you can interact with this thing, you retain even better. And even better, it is also explained to others. To explain to others, you need some people around you. If you are alone, the only better thing you can do is something you can see, hear, and interact with. And that's exactly the case with interactive video. So with our team, we are 4 people. So here is me, Christophe, Ajar, and Arnaud from Gutenberg, from Bruxelles, Université Libre de Bruxelles, which joined us on this project. So the first day we came, so we see everyone around. There's a lot of people, and the organization team was really best I can see. And we had to apprehend the OpenEdX and fun environment, and it was very difficult. I didn't knew, I'd never nothing at all before, and so at the end of our first day, it was an epic fail. We didn't have anything. We have the idea. We didn't know how to do it, but which are the tools. We spent most of the day trying to install a few components. The other part of seeing is not working, seeing what we could do. So first day we see that it was difficult to install and understand. At the end of the day we said, okay, maybe we're trying a new approach, something easier, and we start to talk about XBlocks. And it was a better idea. So we separate in the morning, a few of them decide to go on the editor side, a few of us on the student view, and then on the scenario. Because interactive video, that's something to make an interactive video with some, you launch a video, and it's play, and you have some pause, but it's nothing if you don't have the editor side, the tool you can use to create this video. If you have to put your hand in the code to create this video, it's not user-friendly at all. So you have to make a tool which can let everyone use this editor. So we had to rush. We were really focused, and at the end of the day, we finally managed to make a demo, and didn't expect that, also won. For what? So there's 2 parts of this video. First, you got the editor. So that's a prototype. So you just put the URL of your video, and then you launch a video. It's a classic HTML5 player. And when you want to add a pause, just click, and it's all automatically generated a timestamp. And then you just write your question, the answer, and you continue. And you can say at the end, you create a simple JSON file. This JSON file, then you have to store it somewhere. And when you're on the student side, you launch your course, and then you arrive on the video, and you launch the video, and 10 seconds later, up there's the pause. You got a question, and that's a classic quiz. How many answers you want? How many good answers? Could be more different good answers. And then there's also a score, which is dynamically calculate. And there are also some small feature. You can have some recommendation. It means if you got no good answer for all the question, then we can say, okay, you should look at this lesson. Maybe it could help you. And if everything is fine, there's no recommendation. So you can adapt the content. Okay. So some feedbacks about the platform, which quite new on this. I saw that it was something very modular. The HTML5 support, which is very useful, and the XBlocks, which is very useful block. And about the weakness, platform it was heavy. We had some difficulties about the Windows support. So I didn't see the final on the Mac, so it was okay. But for Windows, if someone wants to try, it's difficult. And documentation, each part is very well documented, but missing something about the link. Where do you want to start? If you want to do this, maybe something to just make the link. If you want to do that kind of thing, you should go to XBlocks. If you want to do that kind of thing, maybe you should go inside. Just something to link the documentation. And about the organization, I did several hackathons, so this one was really a good one. Okay, so maybe this was a prototype only. So if you want to integrate this in XBlocks as something which is really available for anyone, here are a few things to do. You have to polish a few design and essentially to store the data. For now, we create the video, we have JSON, and I don't know yet how to store this. So just to store the JSON and to think again. So storage issue. And then, even better, if you could add YouTube, Dailymotion, or Vimeo integration, it would be very easy to, for anyone. For now, you have to store the video. Maybe we could also create some adaptive scenario. It means if you succeed on this video, you can then go to this video. If you fail, you could go to this video, which is longer. And something could be also better to can reuse some quiz. If you make a quiz, you can easily take this part and use it again. Okay, so thank you very much. If you have some question, and wait, we switch to the one. Okay. Thank you.
So thank you, Elie. Just as time goes by, I'll go through a quick summary of that hackathon recipe in the end. Okay, so some key success factors. So what made that work? First, you need a team. And that team was composed of edX crew, fun crew, IONISx also, because, and you need those guys to be very enthusiastic, because it takes a hell lot of time to organize that hackathon. Coordinating 8 cities, that's a fun thing to do. No joke on this. Okay. The other thing is we could organize just a single hackathon in Paris or anything. We decided to make it big, and as we say, you know, aim at the moon, and at worst you'll fall into the stars. So let's think as something big, maybe cross a single university, cross a single school, make it national, make it, I don't know, citywide or something. Don't hesitate to do something big. edX is behind to help, and that was very important to actually achieve that. Another thing, more let's say day to day, is you need goodies, and you need partners to finance those. Basically, stickers, T-shirts, certificates, coupons, plane tickets, even plane ticket. That helps to drive engagement from developers, right? Should be. Finally, okay, we can rely on a lot of different communication tools that were specific to us because we need to synchronize 8 cities. Slack is really a great tool for that because most of the user could create their own channel, exchange on it, discuss design, discuss specific Python code, discuss XBlocks, etc., etc. And lastly, but I think that's the most important part, is to have fun and to enjoy the moment, because a lot of things happen on those occasions. Great ideas. One one that struck me, and I'm going to stop on that example, it was actually DB that had a moonshot saying, okay, it would be great to have some kind of live translation of the discussion forums. And that was like, we had coffee, and he said, okay, it would be great to have that. And 12 hours later, we had a group from Strasbourg, I think, from Rennes, that wrote, actually implemented a small button within the discussion forums of edX that did live translation of in whatever language you wanted. So you pick a message, you click on the button, and you have it in whatever, Portuguese, Spanish, or Chinese, Mandarin. And that was quite impressive. I mean, you have some people that have ideas, others that can code, and others that just go for it, and it actually works. So yeah, we really do encourage yourself to go. So don't forget the goodies, and as I mentioned, strange things would happen, like people, getting franchised in some way, franchised, or I didn't plan for you to be there today. Okay, so thank you. And the last quote would be, it's all about the community. That was from someone at the hackathon. So let's have fun together, and actually we can have a lot of, to help the whole project to go forward. So maybe we can still have 2-3 minutes of questions, if you have some. First one is the hardest. Yes.
I just wanted to point Eli in the direction if you haven't seen the algebra or geometry courses on edX, a lot of embedded in video quizzes. Also, depending on how you answer those, there's adaptive loading of the next video. You might look there for inspiration, or maybe you've already seen them and are familiar with that. I created them, so that's why I'm saying that also.
Oh.
You might want to check it out if we can talk further.
Now that you have some experience doing this, have you considered building some sort of startup hackathon kit that would have resources for other people to run their own hackathons, either for OpenEdX or for other contexts?
That's something we've been debriefing about, how to help groups to kickstart things much faster. We're in discussion with Nate Ohm. With that part, we're thinking about, instead of setting your own environment, maybe we can provide, an empty shell with all the services inside. But that's in progress. Yes, definitely, it's in the roadmap. That's only the first one. The second one should be much easier to organize, and should be able not to go to the moon, but to Mars or something. Yeah. Or Pluton? Yeah. Okay.
I mean, there is a lot of work ahead, but I mean, it's thoroughly enjoyable, especially when you see people enjoying the results. Setting more ambitious plan that you actually set at the beginning, which is rewarding.
We definitely will work with the DevOps team to simplify everything at most. Other questions? Yeah, it's tough because now we have the, in French we call that the goûter. It's time to have a break, right? Okay. Hey, Nate. Okay, thank you guys.